Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Strong. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Lions at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
Gibbs again, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around it. Number 32, dead last in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. He may go. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He's to the 15, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that's going to be another first down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
First down, here's Cousins. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Off play action. Strong. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, Cousins. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. He'll buy some time right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, it's Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jack Campbell in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally in a lot of court.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions just continue to roll.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now, before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw, Cousins. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got it.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked out short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. That's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. To the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Cousins. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6.
Cousins. Flushed out right. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins now. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Robinson with another carry.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now Cousins. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Algier.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
They'll look to run with Algier.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way to the opposite 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Throwing again. Strong.
This to Laporta, right side.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Cousins. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jack Campbell with a pick.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Cousins to throw it.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw brought in by Austin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. Being chased out left. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Strong.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Off the play fake. Strong escaping the pressure right.
Strong loses it on the hit.
And the Falcons grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
One last shot now for Cousins.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw in.